So these are going to be our reference photos. I am using two reference photos because we're actually creating two paintings, two full paintings. Well, actually it's three, because one is just practicing how to paint a smooth background, which technically is a third painting. In this class, you will find all the supplies you will need to create each of these paintings. You will be able to download most of the files like reference photos, color swatches, and all the information you will need. Now here's an example of how you will be able to see all this on Teachable. There will be files that you can download, and also below that you have the video and you just have to click play. You can fast forward, you can pause it, you can stop, you can skip to the next video as well. You do need an internet connection to watch these videos because the videos itself are not downloadable. What you see right now is an exercise video. This is for practice, how to create smooth background, the sky, and also how to create the sun. And in the second part of this video, I will be showing you how to paint birds. That's an optional thing. Also for the main painting, you have that option to add birds. I am talking through the entire video, so basically I'm just guiding you the entire time. What to do, how to do it, what brush you need, how much water, am I dipping my brush in water, am I wiping it on a towel. Everything is in these videos. What you will also find is close-up photos. I know close-up photos make a difference because this is when you can see actually all the details that I did and how everything looks on a paper. And then there's more videos about watercolor papers, which paper you can choose, what's best, in my opinion, to paint landscapes. I'll be talking about the reference photo. You can download it. And these are just examples of why I chose hot pressed for this painting or cold pressed 300 pounds for this one, the boat painting. And then you have more exercises like wet on dry, spattering paint, using a rigger brush, also called script liner brush, or about flat brushes, black velvet brushes that I like to use a lot. And here's a little sample of what more you can see in my online class.
So I'm going to dilute the paint actually on the paper, and then I'm going to start mixing these two together. Yes, this is it. That's the color I want right in this area. That's the color. For example, these black velvet brushes are half synthetic, half natural. I really like them. They're very soft, but they're also springy enough that I can control what I'm doing on the paper. You can easily wet your paper just using an oval brush like this one. This is a Skoda 1-inch versatile brush, and it's all synthetic. So you can just use this brush to wet your entire paper. We want this part to be more orange, and this part is already getting dry. So what we're going to do is grab the same brush, the white brush, and wet this part again before it completely dries. So because it's drying, I'm going to go inside and blend with the background. So my brush is just wet. That's it. And I'm going from the inside. And I don't want the hard edges, so I'm smoothing it. Circle. So our paper is completely 100% dry. The shape is a little off, but that's just totally normal because it's a paper and there's water. That's why I never really tape my paper. Like I would never tape it right here to keep it down because I want my paper to be able to breathe and just naturally fold its shape. So now, because it's dry and the sky is perfect, I do not want any damage to happen to it. And it could happen if by accident I would make a spill, some drop would fall in there. So to protect our sky, I am just going to put a paper towel right here, because that's the most important part, that I don't want anything to happen to it. I was going to add trees, more trees, like a darker tone. So that's what we're gonna do first. So the paint is dry too because I left it for about half an hour. So I'm going to add a drop to each color just to refresh it. That's the beauty of painting with watercolors, that you can just add water and your paint is fresh, just like it was before. Now also my towel is very wet, so I'm just gonna flip it to use the drier part. I need a rigger brush, and I already used one here, which is Rigger Script Liner 0 Golden Natural by Silver Brush. So this is one of the ones that I use a lot. So what I'm gonna do is add another layer of this color. So let's see, it was bright violet and a little bit of ultramarine deep and a very light pale wash. And it was just that extra mountain behind this main mountain. So we'll just paint it like this first. I guess it kind of goes down. And then we're gonna wipe our brush, make sure it doesn't have much water, and just go from the bottom to make it more transparent on the bottom. Okay, but I want a little more, so I'm just gonna, from the top, add a little more paint.